Hey everybody, my name's Travis, this is Travis Packables, and we're back with a little bit something different. Today we're going to make I have a green shirt and I'm just trying to chroma it. Wow, there you kind of go. I'm not going to change the shirt, but we're going to be doing a tier list. Now, the tier list is going to be for all the 2020 baseball product releases that have come out, and we're going to rank them from S to D. So let me go into the other screen that you guys are going to see. This is what we're going to work with. It's going to be S, so you'll see S all the way down to D. I'm going to rank them, each one, what product I think is the best that's come out this year, and then which one I think is the worst. I'll share this template on Twitter as of me doing this. It'll go up on Friday. What's the date today? The 10th, so it'll be up on the 11th. The video will be, but I'm going to share it on Twitter on the 10th, so if you guys are keeping up and watching, then you'll see this there. And you know, I hope people will go out there and do it. I'm interested in seeing what their opinion is on this release as well as we go through it, and you see what my opinion is on the release. So, but yeah, that's pretty much that. Too much, not much else to go into it. If you guys are enjoying the content, please be sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, let's jump right into this guy. So, right off the bat, we've got Bowman. Bowman, I'm not a huge fan of. But the Mojo packs I am. I like that Mojo design so much. It makes me super interested in it. But I hated the idea, the whole hype behind what Jason Dominguez is, or like what the hype behind this guy is, and how crazy. And basically, it's the product that blew up the hobby and made it. I mean, as crazy and hard as it is right now to get anything. So, but in that, I'll still give it an A, because compared to a lot of other products that came out this year, I opened up a pretty good amount of it, and I wouldn't have done that if I didn't at least somewhat enjoy it. So, but yeah, I mean, basic rookie cards in there aren't going to be worth much ever, but you have your first Bowmans, and that's what's going to really matter. Your Jason Dominguez, your Possums, your Bobby Witts, those are what was really big in that product, and that's the first chance to get it. Bowman Sapphire, I'm putting it right there. See, cool looking cards, great. Doesn't matter. Wasn't able to get my hands on them, and I'm going to judge it basically because of that. And now the resell's damn near impossible. You know, it's through the roof. And that is an extreme bias of where I'm putting it. This is my opinion. That's why I'm putting it there. But I wasn't able to get my hands on it because it was like impossible to get through the Topps website. I tried for hours. And then the resale was like, nope, no thanks. I'm not interested. I got my Joey Bard out of that product for this year, or that I wanted out of it. And that's pretty much all I want out of that. So, but yeah, Bowman Sapphire. Not going to talk too much about it because I didn't open any of it. Same thing goes with Bowman Sterling. Bowman Sterling, though, I'm going to put up a little bit into B. I don't love the design of Bowman Sterling too much. It's one of, in my opinion, a lot of the high-end stuff, a lot of times I just don't think it's ever worth what you're spending on it, because the product that you get out of it is never really worth what you're spending, and I don't think a lot of it looks that best. There isn't one exception that I'll get to when I do get to it. But, yeah, Bowman Sterling is pretty much B tier. And only because this is what I've seen of it being opened. I have not opened it myself. But yeah, so we can go ahead and move on. Donruss, straight up D. Donruss is this year's, last year's, the years before. I mean, the ugliest sets, no logo, so it's already hurting. It's already down. But then you have the actual design of the cards, and they are hideous every single year. At least it seems like for these last few years. Just too much. Can't stand it. And that's pretty much, I mean, it's like it is the lowest of the low for me. So don't love it at all. But on that note, the crap that is Donruss, you come over to here to Diamond Kings, and I would say Diamond Kings is a solid, for me, remember this is me, B. Alright, hear me out. You guys are going to think it's crazy. No logos, yeah, I know. But the look they did on the cards, just the base cards with the paint palette in the background, I loved a lot this year. I thought it looked great. Then they have the old school, like the portrait drawings. Those looked amazing as well. A lot of it was easy to distract from the fact that there's no logos. And that's what I think is important with a lot of this stuff. Whereas Donruss threw a bunch of really stupid parallels in there, like the eyeballs, googly eyes or whatever, and fire emojis. This one was just clean. It looked good. It was a gorgeous looking product for not having logos. And that's why I like Diamond King so much this year. And definitely a lot more than Donruss. Prism, D. I also hate the look of Panini Prism. Now, there's another Panini product that I think another Panini like foil product or chrome product that I think looks great. Prism is not one of those. I can't stand the way Prism looks. I think this year's set looks really bad, and it really draws to the fact that the logos are missing. And if you're not going to have the logos, you need to have at least a really well designed card and a layout to be able to distract from the fact that you don't have that, you know? So, on that note, Select. Select I loved opening. Every time I got a blaster of Select, I was very happy. The design of those cards, again, look amazing. Love the look of those guys. That's why I was able to get into, or that's why I was able to get behind it. Because again, the way the design of the card is, it distracts from the fact that the logo's missing. But it also looks really clean. Whereas I thought Prism looked really bland and ugly, and it made me really focus on the logo. Select looked great, and it was basically the polar opposite of the Panini products. And that same thing goes for Donruss and then Diamond Kings. Polar opposites. You go for clean, like, you know, if you're not going to have the logos, go for a clean, you know, well laid out, you know, card, not the crap that you see in Donruss and then Prism, in my opinion. Again, this is all subjective. This is what I think of the product, not what you guys think. That's why I'm going to share the template on Twitter, so you guys can then also get into it yourself and rank them yourself. All right, archives. See, 55 Tops looks great. I like 55 Tops. 74 Tops is okay. 2001 Tops I'm not a big fan of. And archives is the same every year. Like, it's cool when it comes out for a minute, but there's another like niche Tops product that I do quite enjoy. Archives is not one of them. Archives is the one that just kind of is like, I'd rather open up a blaster of Diamond Kings or Select than open up a blaster of Archives. So I guess that's basically where I stand on that. So, I mean, again, we're trying to throw out value here again, or for what that. Obviously, Bowman Sapphire is going to be worth more than everything here. But if it doesn't matter if I'm not going to, you know, open it up. If I don't, I'm not going to get a chance to open it up or anything like that. That's why it would drop so low. Whereas Archives, I just don't have as much fun opening it up as I did like Diamond Kings or Select. Archive Signature. I feel like I need to throw in another tier. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that. Had to add a tier because, well, I think this is actually F tier. Can't stand it. Archives is the D tier. The high-end products where you get one single card in them, we can go ahead and actually throw in clearly authentic in there too. Those cards where you get those packs, usually where you get one card in them, almost never worth it. And for the price that you're paying for those, holy cow, like the crap that you get out of those things is just not worth it whatsoever. But it is better than Donruss and Prism. Those are garbage tier. Just garbage tier. So, D tier for me. Finest Flashbacks. Opened up one box of this. It was very hard to get, but I was still able to open up a box of it. I love it. I love 1995. Like all that old school 1994, 95 Topps Finest. That's what I was growing up with. I love that stuff. That was one of some of my favorite sets. To see it open, come back again, and be able to open up packs of cards or like packs with the new players from this year in, you know, that style was super awesome. I didn't pull Luis Robert out of my pack, but I think I got Jordan and Bo Bichette and, you know, Gavin Lux. I got the other big guys out of it. So I was very happy with it. The parallels looked great. It was just a really fun box to open. I think the retail was $150, so I thought for what you got, it was worth it. So yeah, Finest Flashbacks. Well, it's Topps Finest, but I think it's Finest Flashbacks is what they were calling it. S tier, love that product. One of my favorites of the year. Big League Baseball. We'll go see. It's a kid's product, you know, lower end, not a whole lot of, you know, stuff in there. It's like it's cheaper packs, gonna be easier to find because again, there's not a lot of value as far as what you're buying. I know I said that value shouldn't matter at all, but for the kids products, it kind of, for me as an adult, like it's a little bit not as exciting to open. Last year's Big League was hideous in my opinion. This year's was a big difference and a step up in the right direction. It looks a lot better. If I was gonna put last year's on here, it'd be like at the bottom. It'd be F tier. I hated last year's and it was really ugly. But this year's looks pretty good. You know, I put it right on there with Archives. So, like, as far as the blaster, they're around the same to me. Archives and Big League. So, yeah. Topps Chrome, S tier. One of my favorite products to open by far. I love opening this stuff. Haven't gotten the greatest stuff in retail, but I've opened up jumbos. I've opened up everything you can in retail. Haven't opened up a hobby. Probably should get on that. Open up one of those to see what it looks like. But it's just been a fun rip. It's just like everything in there. Getting any of those cards, you just look amazing this year. The parallels look amazing this year. I've got like almost a full rainbow of Nick Solak's that I've been trying to rainbow up. I've got, from his autographs to his base cards. So I'm loving the product this year, and I think it looks amazing. This is because of I think 2020 Topps looks better than 2019 Topps. 2020 Topps Chrome looks a lot better than 2019. And in the future, when we go to think about the rookies that are going to come out this year, this will be one of the best rookie sets of all time, at least in the last decade for sure, as far as the quality of rookies that are in this year's set. So, yeah, Topps Chrome, love it, S tier. All right, we're going to move a little bit quicker because we're already past 10 minutes. Topps Diamond Icons here. Same thing. Not as good as... actually, I'm going to move Sterling down one. I don't like Sterling that much. Actually, you know what? I'm doing a little bit of adjusting, but Archive is going to go to B. I prefer that over those two. So, yeah, Diamond Icons, same thing. Don't love it that much. Haven't opened up any of it, but the design, I'm gonna make it S or C tier. It shouldn't be a D tier. I hate those ones a lot. Again, I haven't opened up a whole bunch of it, but it's another one of those really expensive products that I just can't really get behind because I just don't think they're that fun to open. Or that's why I can't justify me going out there and buying these to open them up, even for the channel, because I just don't find them that enjoyable of a product. Topps Finest, A tier. Loved opening that. Topps Finest was my go-to set as a child. Like it is I'm assuming if you were like 10 years old in the 90s, like I was, Topps Finest was the creme de la creme. That's the stuff you wanted, before Chrome, so that you were always hunting for that Topps Finest because you got those Chrome cards and they looked amazing. They still look amazing this year, going all the way through. Like it doesn't stop. They still look really good. With the inserts, the autographs, all the parallels, I thought they came out looking amazing, and I love opening it up. Then plus the price, I feel like was right on this for almost the entire time it had been out. Like it never really jumped to too crazy of a price. So, Topsfire, I'll put it right here. I'm not a big fan of Topsfire. I always think there's too much going on in those sets. As far as like the way the cards look, they kind of look like a play card or something, but they just don't look right to me. So I don't love the look of them. And they're more, in my opinion, they're more of a kid product. I mean, the hobby boxes are on retail shelves, so like they're more of a like something you get, younger kids to get involved into the hobby because they kind of stand out and they're flashy. But for me personally, I don't really like them too much, so that's why I put them in the C tier. 5-star. I mean, same as Sterling, same as Diamond Icon. More high-end stuff that I can't justify the product or the price to pay for, so I have not opened it myself. Now, it might come across like a lot of these ones that is me just hating, being a complete hater. That's probably true. I am probably one. The fact that it became so impossible to get this stuff, and then the prices were ridiculously too high once they did come out. Yeah, I mean, it leaves me not having a feeling a certain way about that kind of stuff. I just want to be able to, if I would have been able to open up a hobby on my own at a reasonable price, at the retail price, or what it would have came out at, then yeah, I probably would have different feelings for this. But the way that both Sterling, 5-star, and Bowman Sapphire all came out left a really sour taste in my mouth. And I mean, that's why it's a C and not like an F, because I mean, I could still appreciate what the product's going for. I just haven't opened any myself because of reasons. Gypsy Queen, oh god, I know a lot of people love Gypsy Queen, but it's going in D. I think I opened up too much Gypsy Queen this year, and it really left, that me never wanting to open up Gypsy Queen ever again, because holy crap, there was just one, it's not a great looking set in my opinion anyways, and that goes for all Gypsy Queen. I'm not a big fan of Gypsy Queen at all. I did it through the years on the channel for Gypsy Queen. You could see through the years how ugly that set was, and I mean, this is probably the best it's ever been, but it's not really saying much because it's been pretty much garbage throughout its entire run. Nothing in there really looks great. I actually have, sitting right next to me, I have an Aquino, autograph, blue autograph. Let's see if you guys can see that. Kind of Gypsy Queen, and I just don't think they look that great. They're not. The cards themselves don't look great. The parallels are not great. They're just a little border around the card. I just don't think that looks very good. So D, that's where it's going. Don't love it. I think it was the first opportunity you could get Luis Robert though, so I guess there's that going for it. Heritage, I love Heritage. Heritage is my favorite set every year, especially as far as a retail set, something that comes out on retail all the time. That's more along the niche variety. So like your Archives, your Heritage, Fire, Big League, stuff like that, Gypsy Queen. Heritage is number one for me. I love the vintage look. This year's cards I thought looked amazing. Real One autographs, which I've been collecting, at least all of this year's rookies, look amazing. I've basically got almost every single one of them. Can't wait for a high number so we can get Luis Robert in there. That's going to be super fun. Hopefully Joe Adell, some guys like that. But yeah, Heritage is freaking perfect as far as the set's concerned. I don't S tier it because I know. No, you know what? This is my list. I am going to S tier. I love it. I opened up so much of it. Those mega boxes that came out with the Chrome Heritage cards in them were awesome too. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about Heritage. I love it. It is my favorite set every single year, and I can't wait until next year's too. It looks the preview made it look amazing. All right, Inception, A tier. This is the high-end product I was talking about. This came out at the beginning of the year, so this is before prices ballooned to ridiculous amounts. I opened up quite a bit of this actually, and I got a lot of good stuff. And again, happen chance, I have an Aquino sitting right here from Inception. So Inception looks good. Like, I thought the cards looked great. The patch autos were amazing. I ended up pulling that jumbo hat auto card out of 5, and it was gorgeous. The color palette on it was really good. The whole layout of them looks great. Parallels probably could have used a little bit of work. It's because the color differences weren't didn't look that great. But the cards themselves, like the base cards and everything else, and the way they did patch autos looked amazing to me. And I was able to get my hands on it and at a reasonable price. So with that, I'm going to put it at the A tier. Opening day, I mean, I don't really need to say much about it. We know what it is. It's a very low value, super cheap set to get into. Luis Roberts, I think his first flagship was in there, but it was a short print. So if you got that, congratulations. I opened up a ton and never got one. I ended up buying one on eBay, so that way I at least have one before they got too crazy. But yeah, opening day. I mean, it is what it is. I don't hate it, but I mean, I don't love opening it up either. Pro Debut, garbage. Never opened any of it, never will. Don't care about anything that's in that set. None of those cards mean anything to me. There's no, as far as opening it up, I'm not a prospects guy. So I'm not on the hunt for this Pro Debut to open it up to see these prospects play for the first time and see their first cards. So for me, nothing. Maybe for someone else, it may be one of their favorite sets, but for me, I hate it. All right, 2020 Series 1. The reason why it's an S tier is this may go down as one of the greatest sets of all time as far as rookies are concerned. With Deluxe, Bichette, Alvarez, who else? Nico Horner, Jesus Luzardo, AJ Puck, Kyle Lewis. I mean, the people that are in this set could go on to be just this could be one of the greatest rookie classes ever. And then the 2020 Series 1, because Jordan got pushed over to the Series 2, is just completely just makes this set insane. And it could be very valuable. So if you're sitting on 2020 Series 1 jumbos or hangers, I would hold on to those because I think those may end up being worth quite a bit in the future, especially as these rookies continue to just ball out, especially, like Bo Bichette. And I mean, Jordan got hurt, but, Gavin Lux came up already mashing as soon as he comes up, So, yeah, great set. Love it. Series 2. Let's go D. Oh, no, that's F. We'll go D. There's only one thing in there that, in my opinion, worth going for. The only reason I opened it so much is because I'm only looking for Luis Robert, right? Everything else in there is just garbage to me. I guess I'm saying garbage too much. It's just not worth it to me. There's other rookies in there, like Shogo's in there, I believe. So, but Luis Robert's what you're really in there for. And if you go through a whole blaster box or a hanger box or anything of Series 2 and you don't pull Luis Robert, you're disappointed. Straight up, you're just disappointed. Maybe could be a little bit different if you get if you pull a hit like an autograph or a patch or something like that, then maybe that might change your opinion. But anything else besides Luis Robert or a hit, then you're not happy. Whereas Series 1 has all these rookies that you're content with getting. Series 2 only has the one. So that's my opinion on that. That's why it sits down there below all that stuff. And then lastly, Tier 1, another one of those. Never opened any on the channel. I opened some last year, I think. But it's one of those, hey, it costs too much for what you're getting, not worth it situations. So it goes down there with Archives and Clearly Authentic. And I think you only get one card in Tier 1. I can't remember. It's okay. So yeah, basically it's just like another one of those style cards. I think you get like maybe a couple more cards, but it's not worth it for me for that cost. So, but yeah, that's it. This is my tier list. This is how I ranked them. This is what I've had. The S tier is what I enjoyed opening the most on the channel. A is what, you know, I was okay with. B is, you know, pretty good stuff too that I enjoyed opening. C, either I didn't open and because the prices were ridiculous and it wasn't worth it, or they're just, you know, lower end products that I don't get too excited about, but mainly these two. Then you have D, which is just no thanks, and then F is nope, not buying any of that ever. You know, even if I can get it at retail, won't buy any of that stuff anymore. Whereas these, at least some of these other guys in the middle, I might buy at retail. So, but yeah, hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys next time.